Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Guys Night Podcast. As always, I'm Will McEwen, and tonight we don't have a podcast, but we are going to talk products. We are all going out on a guys trip. My wife will be joining me, of course. But we're going to be in Ireland and Scotland. We're going to try to bring a lot of different equipment with us on my end. We're going to try to do a couple of podcasts while we're out there. I like to dabble in photography. I have my drone that I like to bring out. Anyhow, before we get into that, how am I going to pack all this into one bag and take it on the plane with me? So I'd like to introduce you guys, if you guys haven't already seen it, to the Coalax Lancer 300. This backpack came out through a Kickstarter program roughly a year ago, I would say, maybe a little bit before that. Had quite a bit of excitement in the creator segment just because people that travel and like to take everything with them, this was a backpack that was going to allow them all to do that in a comfortable way. I got mine about a month ago. Haven't had a chance to really use it yet. This will be the first time. Unfortunately, one of the best parts about the backpack is going to be this right here, right? The power station, 300 power watt station that comes with it. Should be able to charge a laptop 10 to 15 times, cameras, drones, multiple times over and over again. I was really excited about that, but it is not able to be taken on the flight with me. Now, what I did learn is that Lancer is actually coming out with a 100 watt amp one that will be able to be taken on the plane. So in the future, now I have my pouch that should be here hopefully tomorrow if Amazon plays right, which will then allow me to at least use this front section as a pouch. But for the time being, so I don't forget this when I go to the airport, we're gonna go ahead and take that out of there right now. Now, what do I bring with me? I bring with me a whole lot of stuff. I've been acquiring camera gear really since before the podcast. I still haven't edited everything from our Iceland trip last year, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy capturing it. So you'll see here, I've got the DJI Mini Pro 4. I've got my MacBook 14-inch. I've got the DJI Action 5, my Sony A6700 camera, lens. I've got DJI Mic 2s. Like I said, do plan on doing a podcast out there. And then because we couldn't take that on the plane with us, I did pick up this battery pack, which is the minimum required, maximum required allowance for a battery pack to be on a flight, and some different stuff like mounts, etc. And then, of course, the DJI Pocket 3, which is actually what got me into DJI. This was an amazing product. We're not here to talk about that today. Extra batteries, everything that you can imagine wanting to have with you at any given time. So I've got it all. So where does it come into play with the Coalax Lancer 300? So as you can see here, I've got this huge selfie stick here that they brought for attachment. And I actually have another one for the other side. You can do a camera on one. You can do a light on the other. You can do two cameras if you want. It's got the mount here on the top. And the nice thing about this, depending on how you want to utilize it, is it's adjustable. So it can go in front of you. If you're putting it on your back and you're riding on a bike or something like that, you can have it follow behind you. And then obviously a lot of different things you can do with your different cameras as far as having them track you or having them track scenery or just get a view of what's ahead or what's behind you. But I'm excited to use that, especially as we, travel to some of the edges of the cliffs and things like that, and just being able to kind of get a view from above as we make those hikes. But yeah, like I said, this is an accessory that comes with the bag. And you can do one on one side, one on the other, however you choose to do so. This top pack right here, I'm going to use this for my drone bag. How you decide to utilize and form the bag. You can see in here, I've got these kind of all set aside. These can be taken out, put in however you want. One of the things that I haven't seen in any of the review videos is people don't talk about how many of these there are. You can see I've got quite a few in here. We'll get into the rest of the bag, but there's quite a few that I've already got set up in here as well. And then you can even use them in this front pouch down here. So as we go through the bag, we'll talk about all those different aspects and how they're set up. But I still have 5 or 6 of them laying over there that can be really used to divide this into smaller packets if you want. So my goal today is to fit all of this in here. Now, I did not prepare this at all. I kind of have an idea on where I want to do with things. But we're going to kind of just play with this a little bit. Now, this top pouch, one of the things I like about it is it does disconnect pretty quick. Couple of clips on each side. You can pull it right off. It's even got a little sling that you can carry it with you. So if you just want to grab your drone real quick, you can pull it off and take it with you. All the shells are hard packed, right? So regardless of what aspect you're using of it, you've got protection for all of your gear. We'll go over the back on how the laptops and stuff like that fit in here. Extremely packed. The big thing, obviously, is the ruck frame. If any of you guys are military or anything like that, you know the difference in a bag that's got a frame to it versus not, and the way that it feels on your back, the where it puts the weight and how it disperses it. I can load this thing up with the 7-pound battery and a ton of gear, and it's not uncomfortable. Really extra wide straps. The straps are extremely comfortable. They don't dig into your neck. I mean, I don't see any reason I shouldn't be able to hike with this for a while. We'll see when I get back. Maybe I'll do a follow-up review on how this thing held up. But yeah, the design's actually pretty good. I heard a lot of people say, oh, it's too heavy. It's with all my gear, it weighs X amount. I mean, if you're carrying all this stuff with you, or really any kind of bag at all, and you can't carry it, like, go to the gym. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not that much weight. Even fully loaded, I can't imagine I'm more than like 25, 28 pounds with all my camera gear, everything in it, including the battery, and that's the high side. So yeah, let's get started. We'll just load up this top section here. See if I can even remember kind of what I estimated. But you can see kind of how deep it is too. So if you're looking at this receiver compared to a hand, how deep that top pocket is right there, it's going to fit in there without any issue. Of course, we got the drone. By the way, if you're buying a DJI drone, my buddy David, he has the flyaway coverage from DJI. And he lost his in the top of a tree. They're taking care of it. They're going to send one out. Not sure how long that's going to take. I bought mine, as well as all my DJI equipment, off of Walmart.com. And the reason I did that is some Capital One points. Another story. Broke a wing off during the winter when it hit a tree, and it was about -5 degrees while we were, doing something with the ice rescue team. I used the Walmart nationwide or whatever warranty program. Explained what happened, filled out a form online. It took me about 30 seconds. They sent me the shipping label, put it all in a box, sent it out to them. I got it back within a week. Fixed, all new propeller blades, even though only one arm was broke. Highly recommend that warranty. I think I paid $36 for like 2 years of coverage. Was really happy about that. And the fact that I had that on a couple other things that I acquired around the same time makes me feel really comfortable that it was that quick getting back. But all right, so we've got that in there as well. And anybody that carries a lot of gear and things like that, you're probably going to have something like this where you're just going to carry around some extra memory cards. And it's got this nice little pocket right up here at the top that you can just kind of slide that in up there. I'm not sure if that's where I have it planned for the long term or not, but we're going to use that there for now. And then I am actually putting the Pocket Pro up here now. That one comes with was the creator kit, so it's got the extra battery and the little whatever you want to call it, stand for it. I don't think I'm going to bring the stand with me, but it fits in there. Once again, no issue at all. I've got a ton of space left in there, so I could even throw something on top. So I might decide to just unclip this and throw the Action 5 in there. I haven't really decided yet, so we're going to play that by ear. But yeah, that's that top bag. You've got extra blades and stuff like that you want to throw in there. If you've got ND filters, great spot to just throw them into that top slot. Not have to worry about them getting crushed. And once again, hardcover. Now, if you're pulling out a camera, you want it to be quick and easy. It does not have a side entrance. I know a lot of bags are big on the side entrance where you could swing that bag around and just kind of grab it out. But it does have this back entrance that makes it quick and simple. This actually goes all the way through. I've got a bolster in there so that it doesn't. I'm just going to use this spot as a place to put my camera when I am not using it. Fits in there, plenty of room. I might even put something in there just to make sure it's not wiggling around and moving like that. And like I said, FX, here's those extra items they give you. So just like that, you can see, you know, once again, plenty of these to use and figure out as you're kind of building your bag and build it the way you want. I've got this area down here. Once again, pouch. I bought this off of Amazon. We'll see how it holds out. It actually comes with 2 aftermarket batteries, but I've got my Sony batteries in there just so I can charge them quickly. But this actually works as a power bank as well. So if you're looking for a way to get some extra juice with you when you're on the road, that's something that you can look at. I think it was like $49 on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. And then I'll throw a couple other camera batteries in there just to be safe. 3 should be it. All right, so we've loaded up the top. Now we've loaded up the front. You know, I guess the only thing left is to see what the action is in the back. And as you can see, I've got this kind of divided. Once again, I've kind of just figured out how I thought that I would like it. Everybody's going to be different. But we've got a full-size DSLR camera in here, and we've got our complete drone pack with extra batteries and the remote. Now, what are we going to pack here in the back? So, where do I start? I had actually planned on just sliding this into this top spot. So I'm going to do that. We're just going to put that right here so it's real easy to get to if I need it. Most likely that's going to be in my hand most of the time or even attached to the backpack, but at least we know it's there. Next is, this is one of the kit lenses that came with the camera. I've got the 1850 Sigma and pretty much all my A6700s. But just to get a little extra zoom, I'm going to bring this with me. I have not invested in a bigger lens yet. Really, it's because I haven't figured out which one I would want. Now, this is also something that's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that. It comes with a couple of these straps. So if you've got something that you're worried about coming out, these are Velcro straps that you can take out and put really wherever you want. So if it's something that's loose and doesn't quite fit in there just right, at least you can put a blocker in there just to keep it in. I thought that was a pretty cool, handy little gidgety gadget. All right, so what else are we gonna throw in here? We talked about the DJI mics. Got so much space left in this thing. Really got to figure this out. Oh, perfect. So we'll throw the DJI mics down here in this corner. You can see they fit in there quite well. One would almost say like a glove. And then we're gonna have to figure out where to put this. So that I'll probably put this honestly in the front pouch just because it'll be easier. I won't have to tie these all up. I've got a couple of things like a hat clip for my camera. Not sure if I'll even use it. I'll stick that in there. Got a head clamp. Once again, not sure I'll actually use it. I have not used them in the past. Comment below if it's something that you've used. I actually used the chest protector when I was riding, but it came a nuisance on a bike rather than actually trying to be able to use it and get a good video. The angle sucked on it, but I think this was one of the aftermarket ones. So comment below if you've got the DJI chest one, see if it's any better as far as angling that. We're going to stick these in here some way, somehow. And we'll go from there. I'm going to pack this in here. This is the DJI Ronin for if you're using your regular camera or something like that. It actually is for my phone. I don't know if I'm going to use it, if I'm not going to use it. In fact, I still suck at actually operating it. But if I got the space, I might as well bring it with me, right? So I'm going to put that in that top spot. I'm actually surprised at how much room I have left. Obviously, all of this gear needs cords, right? Charging cords for everything that you could imagine, whether it's a cell phone, whether it's this USB-C to transfer things. But we've got all of those different cords. And once again, these got pouches and packaging everywhere for anything that you can imagine. So we're just going to slide those into this different little slot right there. If you can see it. Zip that up. Now I know I've got all my cords in there. I do have a selfie stick. And see, here's where this is what I'm talking about. Like, as this becomes so convenient, I've got this huge amount of space right here, and I've got these two pieces sitting up in this top corner, which now as I'm looking at it is kind of becoming inconvenient. So I can quickly change the way that I book that and say that I want to go something to this route here. And I've got this long selfie stick that I want to put here. I can then kind of capture that up. I'm kind of testing the limits here of space. But I've got a ton of space left. This is great. You got another lens. You're probably not bringing all of this different stuff with you. Like I said, we're going to record a couple of podcasts while we're out there. And frankly, I just wanted to see how much crap I could fit in my bag. So you say, wow, you got all that stuff. That's awesome. But what about a computer? We have got the 14-inch MacBook Pro. And this huge padded sleeve is perfect for fitting it in there. You're not going to fit a 15 in there. I can tell you that right now. Somebody said the 16 will fit in there. I have no clue how, but the 14 Pro fits in there perfectly. We'll zip this real quick up. And here's where you talk about like stuff that they think of, right? Right here on the back handle. Why? Because it's really simple to set it down. You've got those two hard things once again to protect the covers, hard covers to protect it. So if I need to just pick it up and move it around, I can. Got a handle up here at the top. All these seemings, I was actually surprised at how sturdy these things. Really solid, no problem picking up the bag. It doesn't feel like it's gonna tear or anything. We'll see what 2 weeks of backpacking in Europe brings, but I don't see any issues with it. Talked about these wide packs. They've got the strap across the chest if that's something that you enjoy doing, just to kind of cinch it in a little bit. But it is really impressive how light this is. You can see it on my back. It sits above, so it's not going to weigh me down in any comfortable way. I can see myself packing with this for no problem for hours at all. Couple of D-rings located in some random spots. A couple of pouches up here. Not sure what I'm going to put in those. Maybe sunglasses. Maybe my reading glasses. Look at that. Perfect fit for some glasses. I've got some attachments that I'm going to bring as well that were off of my pillbox bag for my wallet and things like that. But there you go. I mean, that's the Coalax Lancer 300. Comment below if you've seen this before, if you've gotten one already, what your thoughts were. Love to hear how you used it. If you were happy with the comfort of it, if you were able to get everything into it. But here at the Guys Night Podcast, and here, frankly, myself, I'm terrible at getting organized. So anytime that I can find a bag that helps me do it, I'm in. I think I spent 2 years researching gym bags before I went with the Haven, and I went with it specifically to help me organize because I'm not any good at it. So I will tell you how the trip went. Look forward to more videos when we get back, talking about a couple of different things that we used. And then we're going to do a studio walkthrough as well, so we can talk about some of the hardware that we use here in the studio on producing the Guys Night Podcast. But with that, good night, everybody.
Nothing off limits, we got something to say. Life and love, fitness and body. Guys Night Podcast.